Right, welcome back. Last time, China collapsed. Yep, Zia has basically lost the mandate, and now I'm just waiting for them to cancel their tributary state on me so I can start invading their vassals. And maybe grab a few bits of China while I can. Probably strong enough to resist any unifier, assuming they don't have too good of quality troops. Which, hopefully should be fine. I'm also doing reasonably well in tech, though I have fallen behind a bit. That's mainly due to the fact that I'm trying to integrate Majapahit, which is taking forever. It's happened later than I anticipated because when Great Xia collapsed, they lost almost all the provinces that they held inside of the Indonesia region. A lot of it went to Majapahit, the rest went to, well, small countries like Pahang, where Kedah, which I had to conquer myself, and other countries that are also going ahead and doing stuff with like that. Well, expedition stuff in order to grab provinces for themselves too. So I'm doing my level best to grab this stuff before it gets lost. Eventually, it seems like I'll end up unifying Indonesia. At least my name stretches real nicely down this portion of the land. So let's keep going. Hopefully I can grab all of Brunei's provinces before any get lost. Port's over here. Made the assumption it was otherwise, but okay. Okay, so I can't just ask for all the gold. But there we go. Now I'm the only independent country in here that isn't European. Or a remnant province from Great Xia. Massive empire. Which still exists somewhat, but nowhere near as much as it did previously. Anyway. When is it going to be finished? In March. There's no way I can get that done that quickly. Iberia seems to be a bit busy. Well, there is a truce, so. England doesn't have any provinces nearby. Well, okay, they have these, but. And they do have that one province right here, but getting that's going to be difficult. Well, Iberia won't intervene anymore, so just me, England, and Portugal. Click the button won't actually. Even as the attacking force, I still won. Their enthusiasm is down. If I want to, I could just grab one province and then leave it. Wow. Sure, I'll stick with only Portugal's provinces that I want. And leave the rest behind. Concede the Portuguese islands. Click. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. I am not going to define Xia themselves as the Wargle. That just would be a terrible idea. It would not go well. Because I would have to... because their capital is probably Beijing, yep. Or what would become Beijing. Beijing. And they're already on low war enthusiasm. Oh geez, the war exhaustion is 70.5. Mandate is threatened. Whoa! I mean, I could try taking every province that I have a claim in, a permanent claim in. Of course, in order to know what those are, I would have to actively look. That would, for the most part, wipe Ava off the map. Okay, I've got a reasonable set of boundaries for that. Need these 10 more score to make demands. Without that, though, that's 92 war score, and it would work. They'd be willing to accept it because the mandate is threatened. Wow. Yeah, I shouldn't take anything that I don't have claims on. Because this is going to have so much coin cost, and I barely have enough admin points to actually spend, well, to actually pay for everything here. Plus, should I want to start going into China, on the other hand, if I just take one province in China, it's considered part of, well, I do have Taiwan, which is kinda sorta part of China. Kinda sorta. Sure, let's just grab this. Well, that was one of the easiest wars I've ever done. Nice. That's literally the entire inland Burma region. All in one fell swoop. Jeez. Some of it is Shan, the rest is Burmese and Kachin. There's one Palau province in there. And it should be fairly easy, and it's all the correct religion, so it should be fairly easy to convert back. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be that easy, but I guess it was. Probably should set up defenses at some point. Not fortifications, to be precise. Ah. Well, with my massive subsidies, they probably easily have the money to pay for a large army, so... Not particularly surprised. Oh, I did not look at the aggressive expansion that would generate. Well, thankfully, Shushin is unlikely to join because it will take another year and truces and all that. France might join though. France joins, so it's probably going to end up being a carte blanche to attack for any one of the members. Oh, France is busy in a war with the Ottomans. We're also plenty tough, but not that tough. France is always an absurdity when it comes to military might. Oh, I should have taken this the colonial provinces too. Oh yeah, at this point with Diplotech, I don't think there's even an alliance limit left to deal with, so... I mean, What cores do you have? Well, you've got that one province right there that's not very expensive. I could probably force religion on you. Oh, you do get reduced core costs. Okay, sure. Oh geez, every one of these provinces has a fort on it. Literally, I will only take provinces that are gonna be hit by unification of India, so... I'm not gonna actually go into Tibet itself. Not yet. Well, assuming I ever get to the point where I can honestly say, well, it's time to go into Tibet, it's the best direction to go. Okay, yep, everything else. Drilling. Yeah, now I can, in theory, have a +6 bonus, but it's going to take a lot of artillery to get to that point. Great, great. Okay, 19th merchant. Where should I put you? Because I have no real ideas on where to put things. I guess I can help my subjects trade out? I guess. Okay, so grab tech. Mutual Savings Bank. Merchant banks underwrote expeditions while national banks raised funds for the government. If an ordinary man wanted to get a loan, he had to turn elsewhere. A popular solution for a community or church to pool their funds and make a mutual savings bank, which then lent out their savings to members who needed loans, paying the interest back to depositors in return for keeping their savings in the bank. Often founded to encourage saving, the banks also encouraged members to invest in new ventures. May infiltrate administration and settler growth +4. Self-contained cartridges. Self-contained cartridges increased reloading speed and the reliability of guns considerably. Infantry and cavalry fire +0.1. I can't afford the admin points for this stuff, because I only just now finished coring and completing engineering ideas, so... I guess I'll just continue doing what I was previously, and continue, well, just weakening the aristocrats. Okay, that should be good for now. With internal matters, I don't really need to increase state reach. Eventually we'll start doing it on its own anyway. I will need to get rational divisions for that to be the case. But I just don't have the admin points for stuff like that. So yeah, I declared war on Ava, and apparently having a really bad mandate gives you like minus 250 in war enthusiasm, so I just needed to get 10 warscore and I could just demand a 98 warscore peace deal. Which is how I have, well, that's how I annexed the entire inland Burma region that I didn't already control. Like, well, this province. That province is new. Yeah, it's definitely new, otherwise I would not have cores on it. But yeah, Xia is definitely disappearing. They have not lost a war yet, outside of me and one small war with France, which seemed to be inconclusive. I couldn't really tell the difference between how it started and how it ended, to be honest. Dang it, England took this province. There's been small separatist movements popping up in English and territories, so I've been able to take them back. Plus Ming had a habit of, yeah, as well as the fact that Ming ended up using those wars in order to using the war with England, and they're winning that war, to force England to release provinces over here, which, again, I took full advantage of to take for myself. My subject in Mexico has been invading and subjugating natives. That looks like lost provinces to Mexico. Great. I have also taken Assam as a subject. Diplomatically, and then I invaded Utsang and wanted to grab these provinces, and honestly, unification India, local core creation cost minus 50%. That's why I did it. It's a lot cheaper for Indian countries to core Indian provinces, so I may as well give them that. Well, use subject feeding for that stuff. Although until these provinces will not have that effect to them. He is also looking to be likely the next mandate holder. Though it's still not 100% certain. I mean, if Ming might be able to take them down. Might. It depends on how effectively they can leverage their manpower. Because Yu has actually low reserves. And I'm not sure why. It might be from from high autonomy or something? Not sure. So there's a lot of aggressive expansion, or a lot of coring that had to be done, so I may need to be careful in the future how exactly I do things. I certainly can't subjugate Xia though, that's just too much. And I've got rebels out the wazoo too. It was ridiculous with high overextension because it sped it up so much that there were constantly revolts, though I do have enough. Oh, and these rebels are actually mine, but they couldn't siege down this fort, so they just wandered off to the south. To where there are other Kotain cores. Yeah, it's silly. The next idea group is locked to a tech that loses its ahead of time penalty in 1850, so it's not really important. And I don't think I'll be able to claim the mandate just based upon how much coring cost there is, though I could probably take over the rest of the Yunnan node. So that's at least nice. And there's probably going to be one more war in store for me against France in order to take the last of their provinces in Indonesia. Oh, and I need to take this province off of Xia at some point. At some point. Yeah. Of course, that's an eventually after all. That's considered Indian territory? Is this? No. Like I said, you're part of modern-day India, and parts of Pakistan are considered part of India for the reduced corp creation cost buff. Anyway, I've probably gone on long enough with this, so I'll see you again next time. Until then.